Houston City Council did an about-face on immigration policy yesterday, but Governor Greg Abbott says it might not be enough. This is Thursday, April 23rd, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for making the Texas Minute part of your Thursday. The first round of school choice account recipients are being notified that they were accepted into the program. More on what the data says about those students coming up. By a vote of 13-4 yesterday, the Houston City Council amended its newly adopted controversial immigration ordinance. The action was taken after a standoff with the state over $114 million in frozen public safety funding. The dispute traces back to April 8th, when the council voted 12-5 to pass an ordinance severely limiting the Houston Police Department's cooperation with federal immigration authorities. Governor Greg Abbott's office responded by freezing the city's grant funding and giving Houston a deadline to reverse course. Likewise, Attorney General Ken Paxton sued the city for violating a state law requiring cities and counties to cooperate with federal officials on immigration matters. The city's attorney said that this revised language was negotiated directly between the mayor's office and the governor's public safety office. But appearing on Fox News' Will Cain show yesterday afternoon, the governor said that it may not be enough.
The Houston Police Department has not fully agreed to fully comply with that very same contract because they are one of the signers of it. If the Houston Police Department does not fully comply with the terms of that agreement to detain any illegal immigrant they encounter and to notify DHS of the encounter, then the city and the police department still stand to lose that $110 million.
Meanwhile, Austin and Dallas are still looking to lose millions of dollars in state funding over similar recent actions taken by those cities' officials in restricting police engagement with federal immigration authorities. 3 years ago, an international gambling ring aided by online lottery ticket resellers and the Texas Lottery Commission itself rigged a $95 million jackpot. The scandal entered the mainstream consciousness in the early days of the 2025 legislative session and led to the demise of the Texas Lottery Commission. Yet more than a year later, multiple sources are telling Texas Scorecard that state investigators have failed to follow up on even low-hanging leads. Acting Comptroller Kelly Hancock announced yesterday that nearly 32,000 students will receive award notices in the first round of Texas Education Freedom Accounts program. Priority was given to students with disabilities and their siblings. Now, according to a fact sheet released by the Comptroller's office, 63% of applicants in the initial group are students with qualifying disabilities, while 37% are their siblings. About 74% of these students are expected to enroll in private schools, while 26% selected homeschool or other options. The Comptroller's office noted that approximately half of the students in this first round previously attended public schools, while the remainder came from private or homeschool settings. The data also reveals that demand for the program is concentrated in the state's largest districts, despite those districts often offering programs for special needs students. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Are you worried about your kid's future? You should be. I'm Charles Blaine with Texas Tomorrow. This is a show where we're going to talk about the issues and the people that are pushing the policies that concern your family, your home, and your kids. Catch Texas Tomorrow every Thursday.
Technology entrepreneur Michael Dell and his wife will become the University of Texas at Austin's first billion-dollar donors. Mr. Dell attended UT Austin in the 1980s before famously dropping out to start his Central Texas-based computer company. He's made a series of major donations to UT Austin over the years, primarily focused on information technology. This week, he and his wife Susan pledged $750 million towards the construction of a medical research facility as part of the expansion of the medical school. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Michael Wilson, Daniel Greer, Brandon Waltons, and Adam Kahn. Nick Shepard gets the show produced and delivered every weekday morning. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State now. Go make it a great day.